Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we are going to start our lesson by talking about why did Allah create animals. So you can take a moment over here and think about it. So basically Allah Ta'ala has created everything for a very special purpose. So for example, Allah Ta'ala created this beautiful earth for us, and we all know the second we step out of this earth, we can't really survive, right? So Allah Ta'ala created this perfect environment for us to breathe in and to live in and to survive in. Similarly, Allah Ta'ala made the plants for us to that they provide oxygen for us. They also act as food for us. They also provide shade for us. And similarly, Allah Ta'ala also created the animals for us. Okay, all these things Allah Ta'ala created for us to benefit from. So different animals provide different functions for us. For example, some animals are there for us to love and pet. For example, we have kittens and we have other pet animals like fish and stuff which we keep at our houses. And then we have other animals that before we didn't have cars, so we people actually used to use horses and camels to ride, and people still use them sometimes. And even today, we see the princesses and the queens. They arrive in carriages. You must have seen them in cartoons, right? And we also have donkey carts, and they actually are there to carry our load and stuff. Then we also have these animals. The cow gives us milk. The sheep, the fur of the sheep is actually used to make sweaters, and it helps to keep us warm in the winter. So Alhamdulillah, Allah Ta'ala has given us all these amazing animals for different things. Then we also have the chicken, which gives us eggs. We all love eggs and chicken nuggets. Now, who doesn't love chicken nuggets? So Allah Ta'ala has given us all these animals so that we can eat them, we can, make clothes out of them, and we can, use them for transportation, etc. So then we talked about Eid, and we discussed about the different animals that we can sacrifice on Eid, and you all shared what animal you have this Eid. Then we kind of try to understand them with the song the different Islamic months, and unlike the other months we have like January, February, March, in which we follow the solar calendar. Now, by solar calendar, we mean that the sun, when the Earth completes one rotation around the sun, we are like Happy New Year, which means 1 year has passed. That is the calendar we use, the January, February, March, April wala, calendar. But this is the other calendar. These are the Islamic months, which actually follows the moon calendar. And the solar calendar was actually just invented a few hundred years ago, while this way of keeping track of dates has been there since the beginning of time. That is that we look at the moon and then we see what date it is, what time of the month it is. Okay, so we have 12 months, and this is the last month. It's the month of Zilhaj, and when then we did a Google activity. If you're still in the month of Zilhaj, you can stop, or even if you're not, you can stop and you can Google the Islamic date today, and you will find out which month and what date today is and what year it is in the Islamic year and month. So we found out that it's the 8th of Zilhajjah, and so we found out that in the after 2 days it will be Eid, inshallah. Okay. We also found out that in this month of Zilhaj, people in Saudi Arabia, or this is the exact time when people are also doing Hajj. Okay. So, and 2 days later, we'll be doing Eid. So, this is a very special time for Muslims. So, people in Saudi Arabia are doing Hajj, and over here, inshallah, on the 10th of Zilhaj, we will be celebrating Eid. So, Allah Ta'ala is very happy, and in the first 10 days of Zilhaj, we must try our best to do as many good deeds as possible and stay away from as many bad deeds as possible, because Allah Ta'ala really loves the deeds done in these 10 days. Just like, in Ramzan, when we try to make extra effort, we should also try to make extra effort in these 10 days. Then we watched this really nice cartoon where we learned that there is this kid named Hamza, and he's kind of sad that his goat is going to get sacrificed on the day of Eid. So then we learned the whole story. I'm going to link this cartoon down below, and then you can see it. And we also learned how we should not have a competition about whose animal is better and whose animal is better looking, or these kind of petty competitions, because that's not what Qurbani is all about. Allah Ta'ala sees what's in your heart. Okay, Allah Ta'ala does not care about how good your animal looks or all these petty things. And we also learned about how we should be very gentle with animals, and how Allah Ta'ala is not happy when we kind of tease animals, or when we kind of try to hurt them in any way. Yes, they are there for us to consume and eat, but apart from that, we are not supposed to go and bilawajike tease them or whatever. Okay? This is me. This is a card from me to all of you. Eid Mubarak. I hope you have a lovely time. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Have a lovely Eid.